advocate for all player headsets to have a direct stream of the casters talking at them. But everybody, we have Veggymama and Olivia going up against Pickles and IpDrew. IpDrew seems to be on the Devilgen, Veggymama on the Orion. Yeah, let's get this going.
Yeah, we're getting ready into it here. You know, all in all, these picks pretty similar. I mean, especially, you know, they got that Luke and the Devil Dim on both of the sides. The only thing that really is a massive difference is the Orion compared to the Asuri. I'm excited to see some, you know, gauntlet actions in 2v2. That's not all too common that you get to see that so far. Pickles doing a great job with the sword. Very even out game so far, though.
Yeah, that is going to be the first stock already taken off the Veggymama, knocked down to 2 stocks. Olivia holding on to this one is what I would say until the recovery does come out, though. And that's actually going to be the double KO. Wow.
It's going to be the double knockout indeed, with Olivia now the only player with all 3 stocks remaining, and they got those gauntlets in hand, going to be swapping over for the blasters.
I love it when people just have like a name as the gamer tag out, because we have like Pickles, IpDrew. Yeah. It's like, oh, hey, what's going on, Liv? What's happening?
What's going on, Steve?
Yeah, really, really casual, isn't it?
You got like XX, the Ultra Gamer XX, you know, going up against Mike.
Yeah. A legendary faded battle, but that being said, that's already going to be, oh my goodness, IpDrew knocked down to the last stock. Blue team holding on to 2 stocks apiece at this point. I don't know what Olivia's doing up there, and I don't like it either. That would have been nasty had it connected. It did not at that moment, though. And now, okay, that's going to be it again. Man, I think it's huge.
Huge indeed, and now the only player on their last stock is IpDrew, but Pickles is soon to follow. Veggymama and Olivia, they're playing amazing right now. Olivia still on 2 stocks. They're on those they're on those blasters. What I want to see, and this is something I always mention, Olivia, you have an extra stock up. Swap over to those gauntlets. You can afford going for a risky play when you have that extra stock advantage. Maybe that's just not how they flow. I mean, they're able to find these team combos anyway. They're getting a lot of damage.
Yeah, Veggymama's not able to get that side afterwards, though, but that was an excellent attempt nonetheless. Tries to go through the downer, ends up hitting Olivia instead, but it does not matter. Olivia waiting a little bit, looking for the downer, doesn't actually find it at that moment, though. Backing off, slowing down, holding onto the ground. Who is actually going to be able to land here? Oh, Olivia's so patient. Olivia's actually in Devilgen's head.
The D-Light's there, though. And the recovery to close it out. That's going to be the first game going over to them. Dara, we mentioned, how funny would it be if these guys just win it now?
Yeah, they were having a good time, right? They were pretty chill. They were pretty.
They're smiling. You know, they're having a good time. They already won a game. You know, they just got to keep this going.
Yeah, and they played great. And honestly, Olivia played fantastic as well. Olivia was initiating a lot of team combos, and I think going into Game 2, Veggymama is going to be able to pick it up a little bit more than in Game 1. But Olivia was just starting, initiating a lot of these interactions. I loved Olivia on the blasters especially, right? When it came to actually securing the KOs, when it came to keeping opponents in disadvantage, and when it actually came to being patient and playing around, you know, like the signatures. It was all on point. It was fantastic. Also,
really, really good spear gameplay. You know me, I'm a massive fan. I'm a massive spear fan. Lots of super good lined up D-Lights, getting the double D-Light Sayers, able to free up a lot of space. Spear, as you know, a lot of people have mentioned previously, Spear is a super good zoning weapon where you're kind of able to just secure an entire section of the map for you and your teammates. So, yeah, they've been playing absolutely amazing so far. We are getting ready into game number 2. We're in the map state. We're in the map banning stage right now, and we are getting ready.
I'm excited to see how game 2 goes. In fact, here's my prediction for game 2. That's going to be an even stronger game for blue team. Olivia was creating a lot of openings, and Veggymama, I think, needed that game 1 to actually adjust on the spacing and timing. And as soon as that actually happens, I think we're just going to see some massive, you know, 30-second team combos.
Not sure if I can fully get behind that, but we are going to have to wait and see. So far, I mean, on both these teams, we have a red team member and a blue team member. I don't know if they scrambled the teams, but...
Yeah, I don't totally know what happened, but it does not matter because all the way already off the top, that is going to be one of those stocks taken. My goodness, this is already another strong opening.
Yeah, very strong opening indeed. The Qatar is coming in clutch as well. D-Sig, amazing, coming out from the Tesca, is going to be trying to be pushing that advantage as well, not able to throw them off stage. And these are the battle boots. I mentioned it earlier, Dara. The battle boots, they could be massive this weekend.
Okay, Okay, looking for the neutral, doesn't actually find it. Looking for the downer, but the guitarist doesn't actually get it quite yet, though. Downer into the neutral, and it ends up comboing their own teammate. This is interesting. How do you feel about these two switch-ups that we've had in the team composition?
I'm not all too sure. I'm absolutely flabbergasted right now by the scoreboard, Dara. But hey, it's okay. Rat BCX, life is amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. The scoreboard is just, it's figuring itself out. It's
having a little bit of an
going through
identity crisis, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I've been known to have one of those in my time as well. So, at the moment, looking for the recovery with the Lance. Doesn't actually find it. That is just going to be the unarmed recovery. Taking out the stock there from the Queen Eye. Wow. Okay, just quickly going to be cleaning that one up as well. Look at this. Look at the Orion sitting 3 stocks untouched. Well, actually quite damaged, but still holding on to these stocks for the blue team.
Quite damaged indeed, but they do still have some fighting spirit left in them. They've got a lance in hand. They're able to find one of these sidelights. Being very, very cautious though. Going through that Enisig, it is going to be connecting. Very, very cautious indeed. I'm not seeing them go for any of these openings.
Okay, looking for that neutralite. Tries to get a bit of a boots combo going, but again, that's like the difficulty when you have a weapon like boots, where you have to like kind of carry your opponent with you when you're comboing them. You're always on top of them, and that's really nice if you're taking them off stage, but when you're on the stage, you easily get interrupted. You have all those super active multi-hits, and you're right there with the opponent that you're trying to hit. It's like you're asking for their teammate to come save them.
Yeah, either that or wake-ups, right? Especially if they're on a weapon like, unarmed. They can just throw out that nair anytime, and you're gonna be in some trouble. But yeah, still so far, blue team massive lead, playing super well. That should be Queen Eye going out, but that's an amazing save coming out from the Tesca.
That was a great interruption. That was just like a big stop it, cut it out.
Clean. Yeah, that was top tier level interruption right there.
That being said, though, that is finally going to be the Queen Eye knocked down to the last stock, and now this also might be soon to follow. Blue team has such a comfortable lead. Love that target switch, focusing right back onto the cross, but man, I don't know what you'd actually do at this point.
It's gonna take a true master to reverse one of these situations. They're on the Tesca, they have those battle boots, they can isolate into an offstage play if they want to, but that's, as you mentioned, when you're on stage, these hits, they're gonna allow the teammate to come back and get that revenge hit, but the Enisig coming out from the Luke is going to be enough to close out the game.
Okay. I feel like we might have had a scoreboard switch up in game 1. Pickles and IpDrew might have actually been the blue team the whole time.
Dara, I don't even know anymore. I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here, Dara.
Yeah, we're just figuring this out as well. So bear with us. All that we know is that blue team is currently up 2-0. Who actually occupies blue team? Excellent question. We'll find out in a moment's time.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We are still happy. The team on the left is still just as happy as when we began.
That's right. So
we're just having a good time.
Going into game 3, I'm trying to think about what's kind of happening here. Man, those blasters are going crazy. They're actually just connecting every single time. And every single time that we saw like a boots combo start, it was always cut a little bit short. I do love the mutual, like this is actually just a compliment to both of the teams. They are interrupting some pretty big moves quite often.
Yeah.
Especially that Orion and Sig, you have to like cut it out. You don't want to get hit by that.
Yeah, and also, as you mentioned, the Orion sustaining that stock for so long on the second game, playing absolutely amazing, getting a lot of damage for his teammates to be able to sweep in and get those knockouts, having a little bit more of an aggressive play style to play off of him. They have an amazing, team dynamic that I want to see continuing into this next game. As I mentioned, I know you hate Orion. I love Orion. The Orion is playing great.
I've never said anything like that in my life.
Yeah, no.
My body just had something to say, not me though. Sometimes, your brain and your heart, they're just in two different places. You learn with a little bit of time.
Yeah, no, your aggressive recall of trauma definitely showed you how much you love this legend just as much as me.
God. Okay, game number 3. It does seem like Pickles and IpDrew were the blue team the entire time. They were up 2-0, and they've won that second game with a good amount of confidence, right? So I don't see them slowing down anytime soon. The red team is going to have to pull a fast one if they want a chance at this. But right now, those spirit combos coming out, just waiting, holding down the stage with that D-Sig, that notorious Orion D-Sig that is just so quick and always gets the job done.
Yes, indeed. And so far, we do have a pretty even game here going into our match point. First stock across the board still. Orion is going to be able to find that Sair. Goes for the DC and as well. Catching a landing in a very wide area. Missing that D-Light Sair. I don't know if that is the AFK of controller disconnect or if that's the AFK of shame. Because that AFK of shame right there would be very appropriate. Shout out my boy Fozy for missing that D-Light Sair spear.
At the moment, though, we're seeing Ogan try to get something started with the down airs. Side air doesn't actually come through, and the ground pound finisher as well. That stock exploded. Oh, that was like a hey, stop jumping, stop jumping. Look what happens when you jump.
You're done. You're done. Still, I mean, this gameplay, it speaks for itself. They're looking so confident. Still now, Asuri able to take one of those stocks out, evening out the board a little bit. They have a very long way to go. They have the weapon advantage over Ryan, but he's going to be picking up that spear very, very quickly.
Okay, you know what? The annoying downstrand does come out, though. That does take out the stock. Red team keeping themselves afloat as much as they possibly can at the moment, but it does not seem like it's going to get easier anytime soon, especially when you get those D-Light side-air combos with Spear. So much damage output actually coming out from the Orion at this point. Pickles and IpDrew, they're chilling. They're looking good.
They're just chilling. I mean, I want to say they're just chilling, but you know, I feel like these stocks, they are getting closer and closer. They're cutting it kind of close. Asuri, if they're able to maintain that stock and not go out, they have to, quite literally, they have to start spectating. They need to go into spectator mode, because if they go down, which they will, actually no, that was the other one, but they are not going to be able to get back either, so I ended up being accidentally right either way, I guess. This is going to be a very, very hard spot to try to 1v2. They get the start of the team combo as well.
Yeah, they're getting all the openings now. This is a little bit clipped. This might be over. This might be blue team's set. Oh, man. But you know what? Still giving it the best possible shot that they possibly can is what I would say. Look at that combo. Look at that damage output. It speaks for itself.
And it's another one. It is going to be the same combo time and time again. And that is going to be GG with Pickles and IpDrew winning over Olivia and Veggymama 3-0.
Your team combo isn't all that cool if you do it twice in a row like that.
That was 3 times. That was 3 times. I feel like at the third time it's a little bit cooler though. I feel like they kind of took that out.
I feel like the magic was lost.
No, the magic's still there.